Hey gorgeous people, I hope you're having a fantastic Friday, and I'm really excited to be chatting with you this morning all about how to get greater results in your life. And this is really talking about the art of detachment. And it seems counterintuitive, right? Because if we're wanting to get greater results in our life, we feel like at times that we should be so locked on, so keyed in. Hey Annette, great to have you on here, hun. We should be so locked on, so keyed in to the outcome, to getting to where we want to be. And we should have a really, we're told over and over and over again, and in fact I say the same thing, you've got to be clear on what it is that you want. You need to know and have that clear desire on what it is that you want. And yet we also need to be detached from the outcome. Hey Maggie, great to have you on here, hun. So this is so important, simply because if we are attached to the outcome happening, what happens is we create this I'll be happy when syndrome, and it's detrimental to us taking action daily and consistently. So it can derail us, it can take us off track when we are so attached to getting what we want, believing that that one thing is finally going to make us happy, or it's going to make us successful, or it's going to give us our confidence, or any of those aspects. We prolong and put off our happiness instead of being able to enjoy the journey. But not only that, like I said, it derails us because we're not there yet, and so we become so attached to this end goal that it really does impact every other area of our life. So how do we become detached from our outcome? How do we have a clear goal, we have a clear reason why, and yet are not attached to that? And I bring that back to gratitude. It is enjoying the moment. Hey Rosie, great to have you on here. Hey Maria, lovely to have you on here, hon. So I really bring this back to gratitude and being happy in the moment. And it's a dance, because we have these far off goals, or we have these end goals, and there's end outcomes that we're super clear on. Thank you for the like. I'd love some love on a Friday morning. That's always beautiful, and particularly if this is resonating. Thank you so much. That really helps me to understand. Hey Jerry, great to have you on here. What's hitting the right notes for you, and I guess what's resonating with you the most as well. So if anybody's got any questions as well around getting greater results in their life, please definitely pop that in the comments below, and I can address those as we move through and have a great dialogue around that as well. So definitely, when we've first got clarity on the outcome, and then we're wanting to work towards that, so we get really attached to what's actually going on. And what I'm actually saying is the reverse of that. Hey Ricky, hey Deanne, great to have you on here. When we are so attached to that, it really can impact our emotional well-being, and we can have this sense of that we're failing because we're not there yet, or we're not successful enough, or so it's impacting our emotional state all of the time, which of course we all know, when we're not feeling great within ourselves, what's the likelihood of us taking daily and consistent action? Right, it just, we procrastinate, or we get overwhelmed, or we think, oh, it's not working, I need to change strategy, so we're changing strategy every second of the day, which of course is not going to help us keep moving towards the end outcome. So detachment is key here. But how do we detach from what it is that we believe that we want and need? And I read a statement this morning, and I think it's so accurate, is the more that you depend on forces outside of yourself, the more you will be dominated by them. And I really think, like, if you think about this, if we believe that we need more money, if we believe that we need more love from other people, if we believe that there's something that's controlling our life outside of ourselves, we will feel powerless and helpless in the moment. We'll be trying to please other people. We won't be, tuning in and listening to our heart and following what's true for us. But not only that, we will you lose your own way so often by feeling like there's something outside of you that has more power than you, and we give away our own power and we become victims of our circumstance instead of coming back to ourselves. I truly believe everything is created within, and when we believe that we are the creators of our life, and as I look around in my life these days, and I woke up last Saturday and I thought, oh my goodness, this is so exciting. There's pretty much, I would say 90% of everything that is in my life today, I have consciously created and brought into my life. And so I've thought about very clearly about what I wanted, and then I've taken the actions around that whilst remaining unattached to needing that for my own personal happiness. And this is the dance. And so to become detached, it really is, I find the energy of anticipation, knowing that it is coming and having faith and belief and desire, and yet releasing that as well. Hey Linda, great to have you on, hun. So this is, it is a bit of a dance, like I said, between really, like I said, getting clear, but also coming back to what is going on right now. What can I be joyful about life right now? What are the daily actions? So if I am clear and consistent on building the fundamentals around any particular area, so of course, you know, any area in life, whether it's health, there are fundamental principles. So sometimes we get so hooked on looking a particular way or feeling a particular way, having our body be a particular way, that can derail us, because then we're not there, so then we eat unhealthy or we don't take care of ourselves. The four or five maybe fundamental principles: move your body every day, eat great whole food, drink lots of water, breathe, and reduce your stress levels. And those 5 things will radically impact your health and well-being. But if you are so hyper focused on looking a particular way or feeling a particular way, it will diminish your confidence and your ability to execute those clear fundamental actions every single day. Now, business is no different. When you are so dependent on reaching a particular goal in your business, you'll become hyper focused on that and feel like I'm not successful or I'm not doing enough. And so then we tend to get into burnout and overdrive instead of just consistently showing up in our business every single day and doing the fundamentals. So again, most business people know that there's 2 to 3 things that they need to be doing every single day to be able to function and have their business be a viable, long-term, sustainable business. But what happens is it derails us. It's exactly the same process, just a rinse and repeat of the health thing. We get so focused on, oh my God, I'm not there yet, or I'm failing, or I'm this, and it impacts our emotional state, and then we don't show up, then we're not consistent. And I see this so clearly in new coaches that are starting in the field of personal development, or perhaps healers, different aspects where they're not showing up consistently. And this is when we become detached from the outcome, knowing full well it's on its way. If we just keep showing up and keep doing the work consistently, that we will eventually get to that outcome. And it's not I'll be happy when. We really take great care of our emotional state. We do things to fill ourselves up every single day where we're feeling great, we're feeling good, we're showing up, and it's the actual showing up and doing consistently that makes us feel like we are already successful. Then that will eventually take you to your outcome, guaranteed. I promise you, when you follow through and you do these daily consistent outcomes, it's literally how I've changed my life from many years ago now. But it is the daily consistent habits. And I know in some of the areas that I've not quite hit targets in yet, I've not been showing up consistently. And it's because I've been hooked into I've got to be here, and it's not okay to be where I am. And I think, in any area of life, whether that's relationships, whether we're looking for the one, we can be so attached to needing that in order to be happy. And the more that we can find that is already great right now in our life, and using the attitude of gratitude, I know that sounds so cliche, but the more that we can actually do that, then you will find that you will have a greater stability in your own inner emotional state. Therefore, you will take the daily actions required. So even in a relationship example, if we are out there and we're dating, if we are so hyper focused on the outcome, you're not even going to relax on the date, because you're going to be in this interrogation of, well, do you value this, and are you like this, and and we're so hyper focused that we forget in the moment just to enjoy ourselves and to really enjoy the moment. So the more that we become detached from our outcome, and I know that sounds counterintuitive, but relax back into the moment, follow through with our daily action steps, and are consistent with that practice, then the closer and quicker that we can actually get to our end goal. And it is part of the manifestation process as well. So if we go a little bit esoteric here, it really is like when you are clear on what you want, and you have that burning desire within, and yet you remain unattached to actually needing that because you feel so good right now, it releases all resistance. Whereas if you're in that phase of, hey Lisa, great to have you on, hun, if you are in that phase of, I can't be happy until that happens, then that is actually what you're creating in the moment. So you're creating more and more of that feeling of, I need this to be happy, and so therefore you're creating that experience over and over and over again of wanting but can't have, of wanting but can't have. I want this but I can't have it. And I know I'm kind of repeating that, but that is what we literally do. We get so attached to needing that it is what we are recreating again and again and again. So the more that we can become relaxed, knowing our outcome, knowing our belief that we are on our way, and our belief is built through that daily confidence of showing up for ourselves and being consistent with our actions, then it gets easier and easier, and it releases all resistance, it releases procrastination, it releases overwhelm, and we just get into action and do the daily fundamental consistent things, and before you know it, you'll have the result that you actually want, and then you'll create another there. So of course, we are growth beings, so it will never be enough, but not from the place of feeling empty or feeling like we're not enough. That is a survival mind, ego mind thing. We are designed to grow and evolve and continually expand, and if we are still here and we are still living, it is still time to expand and to grow and to become more. So every time that we reach a particular goal or a particular milestone in our life, there will always be another get to, or another goal that we're reaching for. So this is where if we're not detaching from the outcome, we will always feel this sense of unhappiness in, I'll be happy when, gosh, I just got here, and we have a moment of fleeting happiness of, yay, I got the goal. And within 5 minutes, that's dissipated, and you've set your next goal as well. Hey, Amelia, great to have you on here. So this can be hugely challenging in our life for ultimate happiness, because we're constantly focused on, I've got to be there, I've got to be there, I've got to be there, I'm not there yet, I'm not there yet. So come back to knowing who you are, doing the daily fundamental consistent actions, releasing detachment around your outcome, yet still having clarity on your outcome and where you're going, because of course that's going to determine what are your daily fundamental actions as well. So I hope that's been helpful on a Friday, and have an amazing weekend, and lots of love to you all. And please either PM me or send me a message or give me a call. My number, I believe, is on Facebook, so you can definitely give me a call as well. If you are looking to change any result in your life and you're not sure how, or you're not sure how to either get clarity or how to detach from that, or what your daily consistent fundamental actions need to be, we can absolutely do a deep dive session, get clarity on that, get you moving closer and closer towards your goals, and feeling happy and great in the moment. So have an amazing day. No worries, Rosie. Great to have you on here, hon. And thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. So enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.